What's good? Let's talk Arrow. I just watched it. Yeah. Called Haunted. And well, hopefully this episode of Arrow, like, how do I say, did more than like punch NBC in the face for that disaster they call Constantine, and showed everybody what Constantine is more than capable of doing when handled correctly. Cause granted, it was only a guest appearance and it was on Arrow, but the whole episode involved Constantine for like a good 85% of the episode. And you saw more Constantine in this one episode than the entire NBC season. You saw magic, you saw demonic, you saw otherworldly. Just, it was Constantine throughout the whole thing. From the bringing Sarah out of the pit, which they did a good otherworldly pit thing. That was decent. Only thing I can say is, with the fact they are bringing Heroes of Tomorrow with Palmer or whatever, Palmer Tech or Captain Atom. I call him Captain Atom. I can only hope that this does what it did for Flash, which is, CW, please run with Constantine, because I've said it before, it was on the wrong networks. NBC, y'all some punk bitches for doing that to Constantine. Y'all some punk bitches. Please run with Constantine. If y'all don't run with Constantine, Sci-Fi, grab Constantine and just run with that, please, please. Because honestly, Sci-Fi, Constantine, that would be like the match made right there. Honestly, it belongs on either CW or Sci-Fi. That's just my opinion. To the overall of what happened on Arrow. The fact he found out Sarah was back. The way he found out, that was honestly the way I figured he was going to find out, was she would do something crazy like run up in the club, act a fool, and try to kill some people. No idea she was trying to find Speedy. That was different. To me anyway. Then she puts her in the hospital. That was pretty interesting. The whole argument between him and Laurel, that seemed kind of out there. It was like, you don't have my best interest at heart. It's like, bitch, you're alive because of what I'm doing. You started this not knowing how to throw a punch, and alive because of the way I am. The whole ending with him saying he was fighting Dark and Constantine, like what we just went through is child's play against this guy. That was cool. That was really cool. The whole finding out about Diggle's brother. I want to know what was in that file. Did he find out his brother was crooked? What was in the file? I mean, it sounded like they were trying to make his brother sound like he was crooked. Yeah, we didn't really see any proof. If we did, you probably had to pause it and zoom in. There was just a lot more going on than what they actually let us know. We found out Palmer's still alive, which I kind of figured. I wasn't buying the fact he died. I didn't buy that. Mainly because they've been telling us this whole season that Palmer was dead, yet they didn't confirm it last season at the end where the top blew up. We just were like, why did the top blow up? And then they were like telling us all this season that he was dead, and everybody's been scratching their head going, when did he die? How did he die? What happened? You know what I mean? So Now they're saying, oh, he's not dead. And I don't know about y'all, but me personally, I've been sitting here going, whose tombstone was Oliver visiting at the beginning of this season? I've been thinking it's one Felicity, then Thea, then Diggle. I've been going around, thinking Laurel, probably the detective. I've been going through everybody, especially because Barry was there, and then I was thinking it was Thea or Laurel or even Sarah. Now that they brought Sarah back, which I thought was a horrible idea. I still think it's a horrible idea because the show is doing really good on its own without her there. But now I'm just like, who have they decided to do away with? And Barry being there, that had me thinking it was Felicity. Because, her being on The Flash and their relationship. So I'm still waiting to see how that plays out. I have no idea what's going to happen next week because I watch Arrow on Hulu and we don't get the next week installment, whole thing. So I can't wait to see what happens. And that's my interpretation of everything that happened this week. It wasn't as stressful on Detective Lance as it was last week when he found out his daughter was back. They've been putting so much stress on that guy this whole season. I was like, he's gonna have a heart attack. But again, I was like, about time you received some good news. So, big ups. And hopefully CW gets the rights for Constantine and they make a spin-off show for him because I think they could handle Constantine and do him some justice. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm gonna say it one more time, NBC, y'all some punk motherfuckers for what y'all did to Constantine. You know you was wrong, and I'm so glad CW got him, and this crossover episode with him showed how to do Constantine the right way. And I really enjoyed it. Let me know what y'all thought. I'll talk to y'all in just a minute about The Flash. I gotta rewatch it so I can, remember. And I'll talk to y'all in a few, man.